Hey guys, today we're gonna make puff pastry, more specifically, rough puff. In the restaurant, we used to make puff pastry and it was some work, let me tell you. It had just a block of butter that we would put on our flour and we would just fold it back and forth. If we were lucky enough, we had what was called a dough sheeter or a laminator. And this machine was pretty cool because once we had that formed, we would just shoot it back and forth through this sheeter and it would give us that result, but a lot quicker without having to do it by hand. A lot of bakeries use this to make croissants, puff pastry, etc. Today we're gonna make rough puff, which is just kind of a quicker, simpler way of doing puff pastry. Still super delicious. I think this is still way better than any puff pastry sheets that you can buy in the store. So I would highly recommend just making it yourself. It takes a little bit of time, but you can freeze it, and why not have frozen puff pastry? You have it frozen, ready to go, so you can just take it out anytime you want to use it. This recipe that I'm going to give you, it's enough for about 2 sheets worth of puff pastry. So if you use one, you just save the other one. And today we're actually going to be using a little bit of vodka, about 30% vodka, and the rest 70% water. The reason why we're using vodka is because vodka is about 40% water. It's actually going to prevent a lot of the formation of gluten. When you add water to flour and you start to fold it and knead it, that's what starts to form gluten. And with ice vodka and ice water, we're actually just cutting down that hydration level just a little bit, but the vodka is still going to add some moisture to our dough, but without adding the formation of gluten. So as always, this is going to be a fun video, so let's go. All right, let's make our puff pastry. We want to start with 3.5 cups or 420 grams of all-purpose flour, 1.5 teaspoons of salt or 9 grams, 2 tablespoons of sugar or 25 grams. We want 3 sticks of butter or 340 grams. Make sure your butter is frozen. Then we want to just go ahead and pulsate this just to combine. I have 1/3 cup of vodka or about 70 grams, and I have 2/3 cup of water or about 158 grams in here. And what we want to do while we're pulsating this is we want to just slowly start adding our water and our vodka mixture until you start to see it kind of climb up the sides, and I can grab it and then hold it, and it holds its shape. So I'll show you what we're looking for right now. So we'll go ahead and pulse this. All right, so things are starting to get incorporated. The vodka is nice because it adds a little bit of moisture, but without really over hydrating the dough, which is exactly what we want. That's so key. So we're not quite there. So I'm gonna keep adding just a little bit of water here. All right, we're there. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take our dough, go ahead and place it on our countertop here. Make sure you have a rolling pin. They want to just kind of get this together, but without messing with it too much. And what we're trying to do is just form a rectangle shape, add just a little bit of flour to our worktop. Make sure you have a bench scraper, and then we'll just go ahead and start rolling out our dough, being mindful to bring it back together. See how it's starting to crack right there? That's totally fine. Don't worry about that. Make sure you're flouring the top of this as well. And don't worry about if you see like little pieces of butter, like you see here, little chunks of butter, that's what you want to see. And some people say you gotta do a 12-inch by 18-inch long. Just as long as you have it in a rectangle, guys, it really doesn't matter. So don't get too caught up on that. Go and take our bottom part, take it up to the middle. And then we'll take our top here and just fold it over. Go ahead and dust off any extra flour. Go ahead and fold it over again. You can actually do this a few more times. It's up to you. Hey guys, so we've done a total of 3 folds, 3 envelope folds. At this stage, your dough is ready to use. You can do it a couple more times, Just make sure that you're chilling in between each fold. You could probably go, I'd say, maybe 2 more folds, so a total of 5 folds. I probably wouldn't do more than that because you don't want to overwork the dough too much because you're going to start to develop too much gluten, and that's really going to prevent getting those crispy, puffy layers that you want in your puff pastry. So just be very mindful of that. Once we have it to this stage, then we can go ahead and just roll it out into our sheets, and then you can go ahead and use it for anything you want. I'm actually gonna use this dough for a Ono Wellington, which is similar to beef Wellington, but instead of using filet mignon, I'm actually gonna use Wahoo or Ono. I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna roll it with some prosciutto, some duxelle, some mushrooms, and then also our beautiful puff pastry. I'm gonna roll it up and bake it off. Make sure that you check out that video for sure. Keep this in your freezer for when you wanna use it, and then go ahead and pop it out at the right time and make whatever you like. So thank you guys for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Hope you learned something. Super easy, rough puff pastry. I hope you utilize this in your home. Check out my apple tart tatin recipe. That's it, guys. So as always, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I hope I earned your subscription today if you learned something. And as always, stay beautiful and get out there and make some beautiful puff pastry. Cheers.